Hello, 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 everybody. Give me a second. I'm just setting up. Thank you all for being here. Give me a second. Switch over to there we are. Excellent. So, welcome, everybody. This is Lorika Luray, and I have been... This is a Final Fantasy XIV stream where we'll be checking out, in cooperation with Embody and the Ether Echoes Streamfest, the IMMERSE Gamepack for Final Fantasy XIV. So I've had a couple of days to play around with this. I'm just going to make sure that it is active right now. Let me just hop over to the profile. It's very easy to set up. So let's go for bass boost, because I feel that it's more noticeable. Yeah, here it is. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. So, how this works is it adjusts the spatial location of audio in the game. And I found that, one, I really enjoy it. I think that's like something to be said straight out of the gate. I think it's a really nice feature. I'm enjoying it a lot. But one of the big things, I'm going to have to turn up, I think I'm going to turn up my desktop audio a bit. So, it adjusts the way that the audio references and exists spatially, as it's spatial audio. But, as you can maybe tell, I'm currently playing music from my orchestrion, and it is adjusting based on the camera location. So, I'm really enjoying this feature currently. I think it's really, really fun. But the thing that I love most about it so far is the way it amplifies ambient sound effects, which I have to admit was something I didn't really pay too much close attention to in FF14 beforehand. Like, since I started using the Spatial audio pack on, I want to say Saturday was when I first tried it, I've got a much better appreciation for ambient sounds in this game. Particularly the sound of the sea. I absolutely love the sound of the sea here. It's just so good. Just making sure that everything is a-okay. And all my chats are visible. So, my goal currently is to explore how this audio spatial amount operates in a variety of contexts, particularly some duties. So I'm going to start queuing up some things. I'm going to queue up, let's see, I'm going to queue up an expert roulette. I'm going to queue up, oh no, I can't queue up, let's do an expert roulette first, and then I'll queue a variety of duties, including Hell on Rails, and because there's a thing on Hell on Rails I really want to see how this works with. But let's get started with a bit of exploration. There we go. I'm really enjoying the way that it compounds your audio experience. It's actually really enjoyable. And the product is on sale until the end of the month. You can get a nice discount, and I have a link in the, I believe, in my About section on Twitch and in the video description on YouTube. So, go. I have the music turned down a bit because I really want to be able to hear I really enjoy it. first boss. Let's see how this goes down. No rotation. This boss is really funny because it's not actually very hard, but like if you get caught by it, it's really, really easy to do. Because most of the music in this is not ambient, it doesn't, or I guess diegetic, I want to say, it doesn't affect them. It does affect a lot of sound effects, and it does affect, like as we did earlier, like ambient use, and it does affect music that is diegetic. So for example, tracks playing on the pedestrian roll are included. Those will be covered in the audio, which I think is really Yay! Let's try quick scouting, let's see if I can nab that. Oh, I did. Sweet. Yeah, so the audio effects for the lightning here are like a lot of the background noise is ambient in this zone with the pack, which I think is really nice. is actually the thing I want to hit on Doom sort of way. I want to see how Spatial, specifically the intermission phase, and Doom.
had about a week to like gel with this. I am actually really enjoying the build. I was a bit unsure about them at first, but I like that they give you a lot of flexibility. Like, so one of the main issue with gun rate previously, and it was fixed slightly in Blood Trail, where I think Endwalker is kind of the nadir of gun rate content in terms of flexibility. But one of the things that really changed with it is that it became highly inflexible. And the addition of the Lionheart combo did give you some leeway, but the change to Bloodfest and True Gnashing Fang in this update have really given Gunbreaker a lot of flexibility, but that still allow you for basically
skill optimization in ways that are not overly punishable. So basically, good gun broken players are still able to optimize really effectively around change, like in terms of like exact number of parts, but less good players aren't punished in the same way. Final Fantasy XIV knowledge is really bad. Oh, there's... That's cool. Oh, nice. Thank you. But yeah. So, I'm gonna put something on here again. Let's go for like a near track. So you can hear the audio shift there as I turn the camera around. Well, you may or may not be able to, but I can, and it's really, really nice. Like, I'm really enjoying it. But like I mentioned earlier, the bigger adjustment for me is actually here. So I actually am just I'm going to turn the music even further down. I'm going to put it down to 30. And I'm going to go out into the 2D alarm night. Yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier, probably like my favorite thing about the IMMERSE pack is the way it affects like ambient sound. and one of my favorite things is just like the way it affects waves, and like the spatial audio of like wave patterns and wave directions. Like, as someone who grew up by the sea, I have a very fondness for the sea and for sea-related ambience. And I don't live near the sea now, so I don't really get it in my real life, but it's really nice to just be able to kind of hear that. I'm gonna go, let's go to Yaktel. Yaktel has like really good like ambient sound. While I do that, I'm going to queue up Trials the tank in need. I'm going to queue up Hell and Rails normal because I want to experience something. I feel like they really need to adjust. I think because one of the things they did this expansion is making grass move. I believe they should do it more with ambient plants. I think. Yeah. You see, similarly, you can kind of tell that because a lot of the sounds here are like general ambient sounds, they don't register in the same way as like the more spatially oriented ones. So let's find some water again, because water is like a really good indication. Adjust the settings slightly, actually. There are several presets there. Bass boost. We need to close. Okay. I have a short planned on how I got this guy because it's genuinely funny. This is one of the mounts from Pilgrim's Traverse. and I got it literally just from a random sack. It's like apparently like a 0.4% chance or something absurd like that. It's quite funny. Ooh. I forgot that those attack me. I'm used to being a gatherer too much. There we go. So the audio location is based on your character placement, but also on your camera placement. As you saw earlier with, well, as you heard earlier perhaps with the orchestrion roll, the sound changed direction based on... yeah. So, for example, here, you can hear the Tiatie, like, walking around the forest, based on spatial direction. I mean, maybe this is just something I appreciate, because I am, at heart, a bit of a nature documentary nerd, and so being able to walk around in the world and have slightly more spatial audio awareness is just really, really funny and really nice. And on that note, let's let this try. Music for this trial. The sound effects is
Where it is now! I'm counting on you!
basically, I really Works, but
What's in them? You're still on board, right? Ethereal! Arm?
But yeah, so that's actually really nice. I wanted to try that out. But let's experience the pattering of the TRTA. Yeah, so as I swing my camera, the audio direction changes. it's like right here like this, and then if I move it, it like softens out to central, and then shifts over to the left at this angle, which is really nice. Like I said, like, I feel like its utility in fights is variable. My dog is asking for attention. Hey little guy. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? But yeah. I feel that its utility in fights varies a bit depending on the fight. It's definitely useful in some parts of Doom Train, particularly like I'd say the turrets. And it'd probably be useful in the extreme encounter in terms of what I want to call the intermission phase with the sound alerts that you get from the outside train. I think they are useful there. But its utility, I think, in general, is mostly in forms of overworld content, in terms of... I mean, it's called an IMMERSE Gamepack for a reason. It increases immersion, and I think the best ways that it does is through its like amplification of ambient sound effects. There's a really good one on just with water in general. I feel that Tuliolal especially. Tuliolal has a lot of really good ambient sounds that I think really bring the place to life in a way that I'm appreciating a lot more, like after I got this pack, which I think is really nice. I'm just trying to think like what else I can show it with. Actually, there's a couple of bits of content that I haven't been to yet that I really want to try out. And one of them is got present. So I'm going to head over there for a bit. So yeah. Let's have a look. I do love just experimenting with direction through here. I'm gonna go do that a little bit. Here we go. Let's go here. Go with I actually love this track. It's really nice hearing the music fade out and change direction based on things like where your character is and the direction of your camera. Just really enjoy it. Especially just being able to sit here and enjoy the scene. This is the high quality. Chillaxing at the end of a long day, such as the power of Final Fantasy XIV. maybe, like, you may be able to hear it on here, but the sea is like more muted until I turn towards it. It's just really nice. Yeah, there's something about the sound of waves even in games that really gets me. Oh, hello. Someone out there is enjoying the beach. I felt like I should probably put myself in a beach ready outfit. Not that one. Not that one. This is the one. It's not particularly beach outfit, but it's at least, you know, it's probably the most beach ready outfit I have. Look, my character dresses for winter. She forgot that it was the summer holiday expansion. She wants the winter holiday expansion. I'm gonna be a bit cheeky, actually. Let's go fish, and then let's adjust this line, and go fishing in this. Let's see how the ambient affects fish. Let's try romance. And let us sit in the shadows. I love that, I love how fish gets its unique sitting animation. I just think that's really funny. I've never understood exactly why. Oh. Red maggot still doesn't work? Yeah, I guess it is salt water actually, it is the same. Let's hope this works. I don't know if there's actually any fish that have been added to this stock that I have not caught. It's permit. I'm seeing if the ambience affects like fishing rod stuff. Because a lot of it depends on like where the sound is localized in the game. Is it localized on your character? Or is it like localized in the world? Like this is one, I think it might be localized in your character rather than in the world. Look at this drowned cricket. Honestly. You having fun down there, little guy? Can you even breathe? I guess it's a water quality. It's probably fine. A reason scale soul side. Let's leave that back there. Let's go back to a combat glam. One of my 15 gunbreak glams. Hey little guy. My real life corgi minion is demanding attention. Hey little cat. I'm testing out the IMMERSE Gamepack Spatial audio. I thought you'd join me. Do you enjoy the belly rubs? He's a very demanding little guy. Oh yeah, this is a fun one actually. The audio location of the crafting altars. So, have you ever been in a town and you want to know where the annoying crafter is whose sound effects keep interrupting you? With this pack, you'll be able to find out. You'll be able to pinpoint their position exactly through advanced audio technology. Tell if it is his. He doesn't even know what he's done. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try a couple more duties that I already wanted to do. Let's do a level cap dungeon. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I don't think I've done dungeon in its glam yet, actually. Oh, it's Yui Iwata. I'm really glad about this, actually. I kind of wanted to explore this. That's a really cool This is another dungeon with a lot of ambient sound. good someone to pass up. Just gonna do something. There we go. There was so yeah, regardless though, I'm enjoying this. This is a boss I'm actually because of really the last one was the last with slight differences in tanks. Well, they kind of work out. You really don't someone who was apparently using a controller for the first time. And there's like trouble.
has gone off the keyboard.
do I have 2 burns still? I always am terrified of being run this is just a reskin Kratos carbon. We should get this as a carbon in 3.9. I actually was convinced that like someone's gonna get Kratos carbon for in this expansion. I thought it was gonna be like a really cool upgrade carbon for like sample from the amazing stuff. Instead, 3 different armor. Someone just killed me off the side! Oh my god! The healer rescued the Reaper into the pit right at the first time! Okay, that was really funny. That was a good roundup to the stream right now, I think. So yeah. I'm just gonna get down to the sea again actually. Oh my dog eats me. This is a little guy who really wants to eat me. Who really wants something tasty. Give me a second, little guy. So yeah. My bird, I really like, I've been playing it for a few days now, and I really like the immersive pack. I think it does a lot to really increase your sense of immersion, like just in the world, particularly in cities and like in open world zones. I think its applicability in instance content will vary a lot. I think in Doom Train, for example, it's really good because it does a lot of like signaling the audio, for example, where the turrets are placed and things like that, which is just a really nice like aspect of like spatial audio orientation. But it's where it really shines is I think in open world content and in like cities and locations that have a lot of people. It's situating in round crafting areas is really nice because you get a strong sense of like where all of the crafts are. So I'm really looking forward to checking it out in basically to using it in the upcoming cosmic exploration zones, as well as probably an Opera present over the next few days. So yeah, I'm just really excited for that. I just think it'll be really nice, and I'm super excited and looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap up here for the moment. This has been my little tie-in stream. Thank you all for coming, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you all. The right out.